Okay, so once again, I do another response to a guy. The doctor of common sense, his channel's promoting common sense one person at a time. He's talking about diversity and multiculturalism and how it's failed. And pretty much what he's saying in the first minute and a half is that it's failed because people are forcing the issue rather than letting themselves do it naturally. Okay, the reason why multiculturalism for the most part has failed and diversity has failed, it's more multiculturalism than diversity, I'm going to go into that later, it's because people force the issue. People also allow for special treatment of certain cultural groups. Example. There was a rally, a gay rights rally, and there was a Christian guy saying that it was sin and all that other crap like that. He just held a sign, didn't do anything. A bunch of gays come up and beat the living shit out of him. Now, me, I think the Christian guy was an asshole, and he had it coming. But at the same time, I believe through rule of law that those gay guys should have got in trouble for assault. What happened? Not a goddamn thing. Not a fucking thing. That's special treatment to the gays. Just an example. When people do things naturally and allow themselves to naturally integrate with other groups and whatever, whatnot, usually the more, how do I say, positive things, the things that the other groups will like, will integrate themselves into that one group. Example, I love tacos. What happened? Taco Bell, all over the fucking place. Greatest pothead food ever. I'm not a pothead, but I hang out with a lot of them. A lot of things just integrate naturally if you let it do so naturally. You do it unnaturally by forcing the issue. I fucking hate this group. I want them all to burn and die. That's how people are going to behave. And that's just how it always works. Whenever you force the issue of multiculturalism and diversity, that's when shit happens. It even happens worse, and you accelerate this shit when you give special treatment to a certain group. And a lot of times that special treatment, it's not special in a good way either. I'm going to cover that in the next video that I'm about to do, which is why the left have kept the black man down. Well, I haven't really set on a name for it, but you pretty much got the idea there. Essentially, whenever it's done naturally, the other race, the other group, the other culture, whatever it may be, will integrate themselves in a way that there's barely anything that you can do to tell that they're not whatever. Example. Barack Obama lived all his life around white people. If he had went to the podium to say, I want to run for president with his pants down to his waist, said, sup y'all niggas, I want to run for president, vote for me motherfuckers, very few people would have voted for him. Very few. But no, if you watch the guy, he acts more stereotypically white than anything around. Like, the only things that are black about him is the color of his skin and his wife. He is the stereotypical white guy, just with black skin. Watch him dance! My cat has more rhythm. Oh god, I probably got called racist for this. Oh god. Regardless of which, people will naturally integrate themselves with the culture surrounding themselves if they pay no attention to this, if you don't force the issue. And a lot of people want to force the issue, like during the 70s, during the civil rights bullshit. Okay, well, it wasn't really bullshit, but there was a lot of bullshit surrounding it. The Black Panthers, I am black, I need to act like this, I need to celebrate Kwanzaa, I need to do this shit, this shit, this shit, this shit. Now I need to hate the white folk because they were the ones who raped my family back in the day. Okay. Identifying yourself as a certain race or certain culture also will spread this shit and will make it divide even more so. But I believe that through the time that we've had naturally to integrate ourselves with white people and black folk and different cultures and all that shit, other shit, that it's not going to be a problem for long. It's not. Well, me personally, I prefer the American culture, even though I call myself Flip the Angry Asian. I do keep after a lot of my Asian tendencies and all that other shit like that. I believe the American culture is the superior one, and people trying to say that, oh, we should behave like this because they're within our border towns or some shit like that. No, I'm not for that, but that's the way they want to live, go ahead. But because we've integrated ourselves so much, I mean, I see more and more white people acting like the stereotypical black man than ever before. Malibu's most wanted? Yeah, there's plenty of those around here. And the towns are surrounding. I never thought I'd ever see this, but I met a white girl who tries her best to act Mexican. Stereotypical Mexican. She's not Mexican in the least bit, and yet she's running around dressed up like a chola. Google that. It's a horror show like nothing before. Every one of her kids comes from a Mexican daddy. And the first few Mexican daddies that she had, well, the first two, well, she only picked them because they were Mexican. I mean, they act more stereotypical white than anything else. But I digress. People are going to merge naturally if you don't pay any special treatment to it and you don't force the issue. I know I probably came off as an asshole in the middle of the video. You don't force the issue ever, otherwise you're just going to have it backfire on you. And me, I like that Barack Obama acts like a stereotypical white guy. I also like that the Crips in New York City, if you can handle the bullshit that they live with, that they deal with, you get the respect of the black guys. So you actually get a lot of white Crips in New York City. If any group has handled diversity well, it is the Crips in New York City, and they deserve a fucking award for that. But like Dave Chappelle said, they're the most dangerous fuckers in that group because they had to do some wild shit to get the respect of those black guys. And I've met these people before. I really have. Oh boy, Job Corps. What a wonderful bunch of memories from there. Anyways, back to more angry videos. Have a nice day. I want to know what you guys think. Like, subscribe, dislike, whatever the fuck you feel. I still want to know what you think about the video.